Hello and welcome to part 3 of this series. Remember to go watch the previous 2 parts if you haven't already, because this will be the last episode I'm making on this. I have no desire to drag this series out past what I'm personally motivated to make, and unfortunately I did reach that line after I finished part 2, but in that video I did say I'd make another part based on your suggestions. So I'm deciding to end it on this video with 5 player types. I do have a little bit more to say on the series ending, but I'm going to leave that in the outro just so this intro isn't too long. But with that said, let's get started. The Beggar, Guilt Tripper, Sunset Island Brat? I wasn't too sure what title to give this player. This person can be found in multiple realms. Main definition I could give is the super entitled child who will throw a hissy fit if they don't win the pageant or dance. And if they have access to the trading hub, then they're the player who begs for free unwanted items and will also make it the entire server's issue if someone declines their insanely bad trade offer. These kind of players suck to be around and are normally the cause of the majority of Sunset Island's arguments. I can't imagine these players being any older than 11, but who knows. I find they always seem to wear the catalogue items that are available all year round and will start sulking if there's a player near them wearing a halo or expensive set item. But anyway, on to the next player. The social media person or YouTuber. This one was suggested multiple times and I will warn you beforehand, I'm going to ramble a lot here. I wanted to include this one just because I feel like the way you play Royale High changes if you do participate in the community on social media or on YouTube. I started playing back in 2017, but I didn't really acknowledge the community until halfway through 2019. So that's 2 years no interaction and 2 years interaction. The community on social media and YouTube does definitely change the way you view Royale High and what stuff you prioritize when playing it. I feel like community members and YouTubers tend to care more about items and future update news more than an average player does. This isn't a bad thing, but it's a difference to note. Though this could be more because the average player just simply isn't aware of the future update news because that stuff is only ever shared to the community and never on the actual Roblox platform. I feel that community members do get more hellbent on owning things like halos because it's seen as an elite item to own. When you participate in the community, you're surrounded by passionate or richer players, so you want to fit in with them and not feel like you're below them. I think this mindset also plays into why so many community members want to have a platform with a big following as well, and why the Royale High community suffers from social ranking toxicity, which honestly isn't that noticeable until you step back and spend time elsewhere. Also, I brought myself up earlier because before I took notice of the community in summer 2019, I was a huge role player. I didn't care much for some event accessories either. I did the events I found fun, like Halloween 2017 and 2018, Winter 2018, and Easter Home Store Hunt in 2019. But when it came to St. Patrick's and Valentine's 2019, I just headed straight for the school campus to roleplay, because there wasn't much gameplay to either of those events, so I just wasn't interested. As beautiful as everyone looked standing around in Old Divinia, showcasing Tsukimeki's detailed Valentine's accessories, I was more than happy with my witch character I had made with the Halloween 2018 items. Now compare that to present me, I care much more about experiencing every update and getting every single item. and Royale High is no longer just some after-school entertainment for me, because I now create content for said community. I feel what makes a YouTuber or social media user different from a regular player is that they play Royale High to make videos, take photos, or anything else for an audience to possibly see, whereas a regular player just plays however they feel like and whenever they like, because they're playing it for their own entertainment. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on that player type in the comments. But for now, we need to move on to the next one. Okay, so this one I'm calling the aesthetically dressed masculine player? Yeah, no, I suck at names, don't at me. I decided to include this one because some of my friends and livestream viewers are this type, so why not? I'll also be reading Ellie's description of this type just because I think it's a good description and it was the main reason why I decided to include it. So, let's go. Ellie wrote, "Well, there is this one kind of player that I rarely see, neither seen others talk about them much. I'm not sure if they have a name yet, but it's one of those male players who have great taste in fashion. I think they sometimes dress casual, sometimes even princes, or some kind of fantasy character. I've never seen them anywhere except classic campus though. They're usually quiet and stay out of drama, most frequently alone, but hardly in groups. I've seen a few, but it's definitely not often. I believe they're usually 1k plus levels, sometimes even on the leaderboard." Which, yes, I can agree that these players are normally pretty high levels. Also, Vic, if you're watching this, I think I loosely based this drawing off of one of your Valentine's outfits from my memory, but I honestly have no idea. Okay, now on to the last two players. I included them in a single drawing because they're within the same category, and that's the OG players. Now, you guys were suggesting this one like crazy, but you were all only describing the OG player that has played constantly over the years. You see, I made friends with someone a couple of weeks ago, and turns out she used to play Royale High in its early days. So early that she remembers the first ever version of Ibispaintx High, which was the purple building version, but she stopped playing in 2018, so when I reintroduced her to the game a few weeks ago, boy was she lost and confused. She even had a couple of gem rolls available for her crown. So yeah, I can say with confidence that when an OG player joins back after years of not playing, they don't know where they are. They don't know what to do. Why is everyone so tall? There's 12 realms now. Where did my wings go? Why do I have a phone? Why is there a UFO here? Okay, the weird stuff in chat is still the same. A pageant game? Etc, etc. But what about OG players who stuck to the game? Well, they most likely have the untradeable items like mermaid tails and the free glowing beach skirt. They probably have most items too, considering they've had years to gain them and multiple chances to collect event items. They also get nostalgic over minor things.
Oh my gosh, they added like the wind, they added like the old 2019 wind. Look at that!
Get sad when something is reworked or removed. And cry over the old lobby music soundtracks, which I won't play because copyright and I wish to be paid for my artwork. Well, that was all the players I decided to end this series on. Like I said in the intro, there's more stuff I want to say about ending this series. If you're one of the many people who discovered me through this series, I do hope you decide to stick around on the channel for future content. I'd love to make more art related videos, and I already have plenty of other Royale High videos up on my channel as well. Basically, what I'm saying is I hope I can offer you more entertainment outside of just this one small series. Another thing is that I might do smaller spin-off series based off of this one. So a lot of the suggestions I've been getting have been very specific, like, oh, the role player who pretends to be the principal, or the trader who makes their avatar be a mannequin to showcase what they're trading away. Which I think specific types like that would work much better in separate mini-series, talking about types of Royal High role players or types of Royal High traders. It would just be chaotic if I tried to include those niche players into a series that just tries to cover the majority without being too specific about traits like that. But anyway, here's a shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys for sticking around for a second month. And here's this week's fan art by Knight_C11. If you want to submit your fan art, then you can do that in my Discord server, or just tag me on social media. My Discord and social medias are linked in the description as always. But yeah, here we witness the death of a series, but hey, if you want the little mini-series, then, you know, let me know in the comments. Leave a like. I don't remember what else to tell you as a YouTuber. It's been a week. Okay, thanks for watching, goodbye.